Everyone laughed not because he gave the wrong answer, but because he couldn't even say his own name. One moment, one classroom, one burst of laughter was enough to destroy a young boy's confidence. From that day on, he believed he would never be good enough. But destiny had a different plan because one unexpected meeting would change his life forever. And maybe it will change yours too. In a peaceful little village lived a 16-year-old boy named Karthik. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't weak, he wasn't less intelligent than anyone else. He simply carried something much heavier: fear. Fear of speaking, fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged. Every morning, he walked into school with his head down, hoping no one would notice him. One morning, the principal announced a speech competition. The winner would represent the entire school. The classroom filled with excitement. Students imagined themselves standing proudly on the stage. Some began practicing immediately. Some dreamed of winning the trophy. But Karthik quietly looked away. Deep inside, he wanted to participate. He wanted to prove himself. But fear whispered, "People like you don't belong on a stage." Without saying a word, he tore the announcement paper and silently walked away. A few days later, everything changed. The teacher suddenly called his name. "Karthik, come to the front and introduce yourself." His heart started racing. His hands began to shake. His throat felt dry. Every pair of eyes turned toward him. He opened his mouth. My, my, the words refused to come out. A small laugh echoed across the classroom, then another. Within seconds, everyone was laughing. Some pointed at him, some mocked him. Unable to bear the humiliation, Karthik ran out of the classroom. That day, he made a promise to himself: "I will never stand on a stage again." Days passed. Every evening, Karthik sat alone beneath an old banyan tree, watching the sun disappear beyond the horizon, wondering why everyone else seemed fearless while he felt trapped inside his own mind. He wasn't hiding from people, he was hiding from himself. One evening, an elderly man quietly walked toward him. With a gentle smile, he asked, "Why do you sit here every day?" Karthik lowered his head. "I'm afraid of myself." The old man picked up a cracked clay pot. He filled it with water and began walking slowly. Water leaked through every crack. When they reached the end of the path, beautiful flowers were blooming everywhere. The old man smiled. "This pot thinks it's broken, but every drop it loses helps something beautiful grow." Then he looked into Karthik's eyes. "You only see your weaknesses. One day, the world will see your strength." Those simple words echoed deep inside Karthik's heart. That night, Karthik didn't pray for confidence, he prayed for courage. The next morning, he stood in front of a mirror and spoke for 30 seconds. The next day, 1 minute, then five. Some days he forgot every word. Some days he wanted to quit. Some days he felt like nothing had changed. But every time he wanted to give up, he remembered the cracked pot. Slowly, without even realizing it, fear became smaller and courage became stronger. Months later, the speech competition returned. This time, Karthik walked straight to the registration desk. He picked up the pen and wrote his name. The classroom laughed once again. The boy who couldn't even introduce himself? But Karthik didn't react because this time he wasn't trying to defeat the students. He was trying to defeat the person he used to be. Competition day arrived. His hands still trembled. His heartbeat was still fast. Fear was still there. But this time he stepped onto the stage anyway. His first sentence was shaky, his second, stronger, his third, confident. Soon, the entire hall became silent. Every eye was fixed on him. Every word came from his heart. When he finished, the audience rose to their feet. Thunderous applause filled the auditorium, not because he spoke perfectly, but because he found the courage to speak at all. After the competition, Karthik rushed to the banyan tree, but the old man wasn't there. He searched the entire village. Finally, an old shopkeeper smiled. The man you are looking for was once the greatest speaker this village had ever seen. But years ago, fear stole his dream. He couldn't change his own life, so he chose to help others change theirs. Karthik stood in silence. Tears filled his eyes. At that moment, he understood something he would never forget. Sometimes the greatest teachers are those who have known the deepest pain. Years passed. The boy who once couldn't even say his own name became a man whose words inspired thousands. Whenever people asked, "How did you become so confident?" he always smiled and answered, "I never waited for confidence. I took the first step even while I was afraid. And with every step, confidence quietly followed." Remember, confidence is not a gift, it is built. One brave decision, one small step, one fearless moment at a time. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Sathya Stories. Because sometimes one story can change an entire life.